fastest way to lose your nofap streak is to have thoughts in your head. Thoughts that you don't let out of your head, thoughts that you have in real life. Just thoughts. Thoughts like the thinking thoughts, and the thoughts like TOT. But what does this mean? It means that you're constantly thinking about women in a very objective way, let's say, in a very sensual way all the time. And that's not good. Because what happens when you don't block out these thoughts? They fester. You know, every time that you have an idea and you entertain the idea in your mind, like just the idea of thinking about it, or thinking about a woman in a certain way, thinking about what she would do, because the mind is like a playground. In psychology, there's this, it's like a whiteboard, it's like a canvas, and you're constantly creating ideas in that canvas. Like, your mind can have characters and actions and settings and scenes. It's amazing, but it's also a very destructive tool when not controlled. And controlling the mind is one of the hardest things you can do, but it's a must. It's a necessity. It's a prerequisite in order to keep your streak, in order to sustain your streak, and so in order to make nofap a lifestyle, because that's the goal in it, to make it a lifestyle. So how do I keep my mind under control? How do I take my thoughts captive? Which is kind of what you're doing. Every time you have an idea of like a woman in a certain way, you have to take that thought and just kill it. You have to stop feeding that thought. Now, this is different from repression. Repressing like your sexual emotion, your sexual reaction to certain things is a completely different setting. And let's actually talk about that for a second. This repression is different because that's in the context of people that you're seeing in real life. Like, if you see a woman and she's very good looking, and you're like, no, I'm not supposed to see that. No, I can't. I shouldn't look at her. Like, that's repression. Now, it's different when you're just literally making a decision not to open up that dirty website. And before we even think about repressing our sexual feelings, you kind of have to be just off the hub permanently. You can't be on that website. You just have to stop. You have to stop making it a habit when you feel lonely, when you feel tired, to open up the website, because that's not we're better than this. You have to be better than this. That website's the most disgusting thing on the internet, in my opinion. You know, obviously there could be more things that I don't know about, but like, this one website is it's like mosquitoes, because the scale is just so large. It's so easy to access, and people are just, first of all, they don't even know it's bad, which is kind of insane to me, but I guess it is what it is, right? And it's just destroying people's minds from the inside. So, like, at this point, if you can't even imagine going without like nutting, like busting, for 3 days, try this. Just stop looking at that website. Stop looking at any furry website. Stop opening up a Reddit and going to the NSFW posts. Like, just stop that. It's not feeding your mind good things. It's feeding your mind destruction. But after you feed yourself from disgusting images, movies, like even like just regular movies, and you don't expose yourself to these things anymore, then we can start talking about repression. Because now repression is a very it's not good. It's like when you're shoving like these sensual feelings down. Some family walking by. So let me tell you a story. So I was at the gym yesterday, and I was moving some weights to like the other side of the rack, because like I like move the weights, and I moved it to like the other side of the room. And as I was walking to put the weights back, it's kind of ridiculous, but there was this like slightly older woman, you know, who I see her work out a lot at the gym. Like you see like whenever you go to the gym at the same time all the time, you see like the same regular people who also show up at that time. And you know, she like leaned down and you could see it, like this area in the mirror, and like I didn't mean to, honestly. I was just like curious what she was working out. But then like she was bending over and like I saw like this area because like the shirt goes like this. I didn't mean to. But when I saw that, my heart bloomed. Like suddenly, like I had like these feelings like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. And I'm like, I just imagine like if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, like if that was like my wife, I would go over and like kiss her all over. And that's genuinely what I would do if I saw my like wife like that, and like maybe not in public, but like if she was like cleaning something and she leaned over and I saw that, like my heart just bloomed in that. Like I felt like an opening up of my chest. So when you repress such like that, like, because those things are a gift. It's a gift from God. Obviously you shouldn't go seeking out, like you shouldn't be entertaining the thought and that thought in your mind. But like instead of pushing that energy down, that feeling down, that appreciation down, you must let it, bring it up, thank God for that, and bring it out and let go. I'm not talking about let go as in no, I'm talking about let go of it from your mind and your soul, because that you're free from keeping that in you, from repressing that down and not like appreciating it. Because you should. It's like seeing a very rare flower. Like I'm outside right now, right? Like if I saw a bunny and I just appreciated how like beautiful that bunny looks, that's better than just keeping that thought in your mind, like, oh man, the bunnies keep on eating my my carrots I'm growing in my backyard. Oh man, I hate those bunnies. I don't want to see another bunny again. It's like, yeah, but what is that thought actually helping you to do? What is that thought actually helping you accomplish? Nothing. It's just, you're just putting a negative emotion on yourself for no reason. And you'll start hating yourself because a freaking bunny that you saw. Same thing with the expression of, oh, there's someone over there. Look, she's walking away from me. It's that family from earlier. So first step, hold any thoughts captive, because these thoughts are not from the world. They're not from external influences. They're from you. And the good thing is that you can control your own thoughts. I saw this YouTube video once where your mind is like a conveyor belt showing you new things, like, oh, here's something, and oh, here's something else. You don't control what your mind shows you, brings to your stage of conscious focus. You can't control that. You can control what stays on the stage of focus. You can control what you continue to think about and what you continue to ponder on. Like you can't only control getting like distracted, but you can control. Oh my goodness, I'm getting distracted talking to the camera right now. You can control staying or moving away from a stimulus that's not serving you, like the dog. So I'm walking the dog right now. He's just trying to smell every single thing that he can go by. Like he sees bunnies. What is he looking at right now? Ruffles. What are you looking at? Ruffles, look at me. What are you looking at, bro? Huh? Walk with me, bruh. Let's see if he stays with me. But essentially, so when you're in bed and it's 10:30 p.m. and you're trying to go to sleep, and you get this thought of, holding somebody in your arms, let it go. It's okay. It's not the time for that, because obviously you don't have someone in your arms, like, unless you do. It's like, okay, whatever. But at that moment, you don't have anyone in your arms, so stop thinking about it and stop imagining it, because imagining it is not going to get someone in your arms anyway. It's the actual effort and time of pursuing someone that's going to get someone in your arms at 10:30 at night. So stop thinking about it, because that's just leads you to your next relapse. So with that, I'll see you later. Bye.